Hey there, folks. So many of you guys are. Hey Ben, what's going on with T-Rex arms? Hey Ben, what's? Yes, I've heard you. A lot of people want to know, like, what is the update with T-Rex arms? What's going on with all that stuff? And we're gonna go through it. Now, I should tell you the first thing. I don't think there's been like a specific event that's happened over the last few months with the T-Rex guys that's super noteworthy or important. Last I heard, and it's like I don't check on this really close, but last I heard, Lucas and then he's having some kind of a conversation, I think, with lawyers, with his brothers to do some kind of deal or work out an arrangement where they're gonna settle the financial side of this, right? You can compare this to getting a divorce, right? They co-owned some business, however that came to be, doesn't matter. Co-owned some business, now they're splitting up. It's kind of like doing a divorce where, you can pay your lawyers $100,000 to argue over a couch if you want. But at the end of the day, someone's going to get the couch or you're going to cut the couch in half or something. And then there'll be a deal and then that's done. And you can pay the lawyers to argue about it, or you cannot. You can just do a deal, or maybe the lawyers will argue for a little while, and then you'll come to your senses later, and then you'll do a deal. It's kind of one of those things. So that's the state of play, I think, now between the two parties, where they're talking, or they're going to do a deal, or I don't know, maybe they're going to sue each other, but it is in that phase. Let's not look at that. Let's look at the actual business, like what's actually going on. So first, let's take a look at T-Rex arms. A lot of you guys are on the mailing list. You've been getting mailed, let's say, like the deals have been getting increasingly sweet in many respects. As far as the offers from T-Rex arms, people are definitely getting a sense. Sales are way down. They're not putting out products that people are talking about. Blah, blah, blah. The brand appears to have lost a lot of their cachet that they had. You can cruise over to T-Rex Arms social media, take a look. Like the last video they posted on the YouTube, civilian explosives. Most people have no idea these explosives are legal. All right, I don't know what they're going to do with that. Next one, 2025 Black Friday at T-Rex Arms, a deep dive into product discounts and curation. 11,000 views. 11,000 views. Like, okay, people are not super interested in their offers, which is you're going to have less views on a video like that. But my God, that's pretty low. On their Black Friday deals 2 weeks ago, I'm just here for the comments. This ain't Lucas. The only people that I feel sorry for at T-Rex are the line workers who won't have a job in a year. LOL, first thing I thought of was 51% off and somebody already did it. Maybe unsolicited pics with every order. Still, T-Rex getting slagged off in the comments. Still, like it's sustained. It's over a long period of time at this point. Another video they put out a month ago titled "Everyone Needs a Citizen Defense Industry, No Exceptions." Well, I mean, that feels like a little bit of a self-serving video. It feels a little bit self-serving. If you're telling me how much I need you, it makes me think I don't need you that much. Top comment on that video: everyone needs a family that will have your back. When you lose the tooling and knowledge, it's very hard to get it back. Judge a company by how they treat each other. This is the way. Backstabbing families probably the lowest it can get. Whew. Still, these guys just getting cooked. Over on their Instagram, I thought that was actually a little bit funnier. A video from 5 days ago with Isaac Botkins, discussing storing explosive components and then 3D printing warheads on demand. That's not a business. I don't think that's going to be a very good business to get into. I think there's a lot of regulations on that. Pretty small market. But that's the type of weird fucking videos they're putting out there. My sense of it, when I look at T-Rex, my sense of it is they don't really have a direction. They're not connected really to the market. Stuff like goofy shit like 3D printing warheads. It's like that. Your audience might be a little curious about that, but that's not That's not your business. That's not what you're trying to sell. It's kind of like that goofy radio shit he was doing a while back. I think without Lucas around, these guys don't know. I think it's not like Isaac's a shooter or these other guys are shooters or they're really connected to that stuff. They really don't know what the market wants. They wouldn't buy from them. They aren't their own client or wouldn't be their own client, if that makes sense. So that's why it seems like they don't know what the fuck they're doing, because I think they're kind of disconnected from the business. Okay, but more interestingly, Lucas has launched his thing, Adaptive Defense. Now, I've been around to Lucas a little bit the last few months. A couple months ago, I saw these guys working and at his house, and they seemed like happy. I like the vibe. They're like doing all kinds of different stuff, and like there's whiteboards and there's product developments, and they just seemed very, very busy. Well, Adaptive Defense has launched. They offer carbine sling, DMR sling, heavy sling, tripod waist strap, Magpul, QD sling swivel. Okay, that's the stuff they're selling right now. Click on in development. Very attractive website, and we see a bunch of other products. I think the rifle rail is the product they have that's going to be the hottest. I don't know. I should ask Lucas about that. Oh yeah, the CQB target system. I saw that. They're a little bit expensive for targets, but they're really good for the right people. I think those targets are going to be pretty interesting. Anyway, Adaptive Defense has a very curated and specific products that looks like they solve a very specific problem, because Lucas and his boys, they're like connected to people that are really buy these products or are really interested in stuff, and they understand the market. So the stuff that they have out, it doesn't seem all that sexy, but it's going to meet the needs that people have for that stuff. And then they have more products that they're developing that are coming, which you look and be like, okay, equipment harnesses and elastic chest rigs and whatnot. Like, okay, cool. They're going to sell that stuff. And, I'm sure it's going fine on their sales. They did add a training section. I told Lucas to do this, and I actually introduced these two. They've got Jesse Cinco, who's, is teaching like, I think he's doing active shooter response, like in a law enforcement context, but they're also going to do like church security. It's kind of smart. It's kind of smart business to offer training in that way. They've got Brantley doing training. Adaptive Defense, just what Lucas is doing just looks so much more curated, like for what the market is. And when I look over at T-Rex, it just seems kind of bloated and kind of goofy now. Like, oh, we can give you X number of dollars off night vision. It's kind of like, well, I'm kind of glad I don't have a warehouse full of night vision I got a few years ago that I'm trying to peddle this night vision now. That would be unfortunate. So, yeah, that's how I see it, I guess, right now. T-Rex, bloated, kind of out of touch. You look at what Lucas is doing, it seems very curated, very specific, and like it's gonna do pretty well. That's what it looks like to me. And it's kind of like my thoughts on the T-Rex thing at this point. If we go back, the story that T-Rex was selling, like talking like Isaac and like who's that, Creepy David and those guys, kind of the story that they are selling is that they're all doing the business, and Lucas was a lot less important a part of that. And it kind of imply like, okay, Lucas is going to go off on his own, and like he's going to fail, or like Lucas is not very good at business, whatever. That was kind of the vibe that you picked up. And I thought that was kind of goofy for them to go out and say that. Why say that? Because you guys just do your split, and 5 years down the line, everybody is going to see what's up. Like, you guys will go be really successful. Lucas will go fall on his face. Like, it's not necessary to even say anything. Like, the people will see what happens with it. I don't think that is what's happening. I think it looks like Lucas is like got his thing rolling. Looks like it's going to be successful. It's going to keep going. And T-Rex, it's like, wow, I don't even know. Like, what are they even doing? We're going to work on 3D printing warheads. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, that's the update with T-Rex. I think as time goes on, it'll be an even more interesting story, I think.